Hi there and welcome to this daily devotional summary extra. Yes, this is special. I'm not talking about the week's daily devotionals or what's coming up. What I want to share with you, first of all, is an apology. I discovered, I was told that no devotional appeared for the 23rd of December. And I have to apologise to you. The fault was entirely mine. I thought I had clicked the right click, but I hadn't, and so therefore we just got a blank page on that day, which is not too clever. It's the first time in 8 years that's happened. Well, it may not be excusable, but perhaps it's understandable. So I trust that it won't happen again, and I'll make sure I really remember to do what I have to do to make sure they go up. But what I wanted to share with you was I was considering this whole thing I've been sharing about with you, Jonah and the Assyrians, and I thought to myself, well, how silly of me. I've got photographs which I took in the British Museum of the carvings that the Assyrians had made themselves of their armies in action, and specifically too when they were attacking the town of Lachish, which we can read about in the Bible. And that was an Israeli town, and the Hebrews were defeated there. And I thought, well, if we looked at this, then you could get an idea of why the Assyrian war machine was so feared, and actually what it was like. So join me now as we go back a few thousand years and have a look at the Assyrian army in operation. The natural colour of the stone tends to be a sort of honey-coloured or a greyish honey colour, and what I've done is I've put it into black and white and tried to enhance it to bring out the detail a little more. And what you're looking at here is a river crossing by the army. And you'll notice the coracle, and on the coracle is a wheel of a chariot. Yes, they're actually taking a chariot across the water in a coracle. That's a fish, it's not a dolphin. And the men who are swimming, and in Assyrian art, the artist drew actually what he knew to be there, not what he could see. So he's drawing the horses and the swimmers, complete, but they're actually underwater swimming across the river. And you'll see that the men are the grooms, and you can see particularly in this one on the bottom the tethers that are attached to the horses, and that he's swimming along, and do you see he's using probably a goat skin as a water flotation device. And you can see from their finely developed calves that these gentlemen were well used to swimming across rivers. Now the next picture we have is of the archers. Now you'll notice that the Assyrian archers were behind very large shields, taller than a man, and they appear to be made up from reeds by the look of it. And here they're standing by a wall, firing up into the battlements of the city. Slingers, on the other hand, and here we see some of them, probably did swing in unison to multiply the effect of their stones on the defending forces. But you'll notice that they didn't have protective shields. But it looks like with the scabbards they were equipped with short swords for close combat fighting. Now this is the real surprise, or it was to me when I saw it. Now look at this. This is a siege engine. You'll notice it has 6 wheels. It's mobile. It looks like a tank or a Dalek, a lengthened Dalek. You'll notice it has towers from which the archers can operate against the defenders. I mean, this must have been quite a fearsome bit of apparatus to see. Again, can't actually identify clearly, but it's probable that it was armoured with leather at the front, and these are probably wicker sides. but you can see that the ram is actually knocking out stones from the wall of the defending city. This is an actual illustration of the attack on Lachish by the Assyrian army. And notice here a different type of ram. It is lower, it is again, it's mobile, and those sticks are coming down. They're actually fiery brands that are being thrown down by the defenders. And it looks like a ladle of water is being poured out above just the front of the battering ram. It's highly likely that these attacking devices, these battering rams, would have had water thrown over them to keep them continually wet and to protect them from attack by the firebrands. The people leaving through the postern gate, through the pedestrian entrance or exit to the city, these are refugees, and they appear to be women in the main, who are actually running away because the city of Lachish is about to fall. Here we see a sad scene. There's on the left, archers are still attacking the city. To the right, at the lower level, with the camel and a cart, these are Hebrews who are fleeing from Lachish with whatever goods they can get together. And above them are Assyrian looters. They've already begun looting, and it looks like they've got candlesticks there, and they're actually taking away all the treasure that they can find. As we come to this final photograph of captives carrying lyres being escorted, I would just like to read this to you. This is on a different set of wall carvings. These are not necessarily captives from Lachish, which makes what I'm going to read to you all the more poignant. I'm reading the first 4 verses of Psalm 137, and as you look at this particular illustration, history comes to life, scripture comes to life. Beside the rivers of Babylon we sat and wept as we thought of Jerusalem. We put away our harps, hanging them on the branches of poplar trees. For our captors demanded a song from us. Our tormentors insisted on a joyful hymn. Sing us one of those songs of Jerusalem. But how can we sing the songs of the Lord while in a pagan land? Thank you for joining me for this daily devotional summary, special on the Assyrians. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please let me know. And meanwhile, I look forward to continuing to share the story of Jonah with you day by day, Monday to Friday, through the One Way UK daily devotionals. Have a good week.